Hello everyone and welcome back to Pinkin Plays Hoi4 with the Kaiserreich mod. We're back in the German Empire. Last episode and last few episodes we've been attacking through Russia, and it went pretty well. We started by taking Kharkov, and then we pushed all the way on to Orel, Tula, and finally to Moscow, and then even further on to Nizhny Novgorod and this unnamed area in Tambov, which was very important for us. Now it's a question of what do we do next, and I was actually wrong. I thought in the last episode that by taking Tambov and by taking Moscow, we would be cutting off the supply to their frontline areas, but I forgot about river supply. So what happens is, let's say for the southern sector here, it comes from Ekaterinburg, comes this way, goes down here, goes to Samara, and then you think it would continue on down this railroad and get cut off here because we own this rail junction. But no, it actually gets on a boat, goes down the river, goes to Saratov, goes to Zarostin, goes to anywhere else that is down here. So unless we take to the river and cut off that river trade, either probably here in Saratov, they'll continue to get supply down there. And it's the same situation up here. Comes on Ekaterinburg, goes through Perm, goes to Vologda, comes down to Yaroslav, and then it can go down the river to Rezhev, and Rezhev will supply the rest of the front line areas. Now, I'm thinking that, first off, there's this Penza bulge that has formed here. I think we should have our armed wings that are on both sides of it take there, but we need some more troops just to hold the lines. Because at the moment there's several places where our armored troops are the only defense in the area. So I'm pulling troops off from over here. This area is pretty well stocked with allied troops anyway. I'll troll off this army and this army. They'll go and take over positions that otherwise would be in our hands. There'll just be some fighting here and there. But for the most part, see, Ukraine has accepted our offer to give them their own territories of Kharkov and Sumy, which will more or less be what they get. That's just the return to their own lines. They should probably have things like Kursk and Byelograd, but we'll see once the war ends. At the moment, we have all this to take care of. Hold so you can go on your way. On your merry way, go to Bryansk. The Bryansk area is supplied now, and we get supply coming in through there. That looks lovely. Good, good, good. We got this push here, which is going to be an unsupplied just run toward Vologda to try and cut off the supply to this whole southern sector. Because Vologda, and in extension, I need to take this province there, is what supplies Yaroslav. Yaroslav is what supplies the rest of the lines. Because they can't send river supply down this way, we control Nizhny Novgorod, we cut off their river supply. They can't go down a river that is partially occupied. And here, I need to wait for these troops to get into position, and then we can pull our tanks off of the front line onto an attack plan onto Penza. Same situation up here. I could do... because I got my paratroopers, they can take up the line from Vladimir to Nizhny Novgorod, and your troops can take up from... I want this area covered because your battle plan is going to take Penza. And doesn't work 100%? No, not really. Because now we'll be, abandoning some lines here and there. That's pretty much the plan. And you're starting to arrive, so let's move these forces to get to a battle plan going up to Penza. Here, it'll be go to Penza, but then also come back and go to Saratov. That is the general gist of the plan. And up here, they got no, they have no organization, so they're gonna move very slowly. Let's see. One thing we could do is try to send them some supply through other means. We can come up here and try to do some supply, but even then, we're not far enough into the Arctic. We could run fighter wings to try and get that far, but our fighters can't reach that far. Unless I took here? The other stuff? No, that's in the enemy territory. Can't get that far. Oh, I got them. I'll do them. Let's see if I can't resupply through other means. Yeah, it seems to work. Tikvin has been taken. I could take down to Tver. Or at least I could try to. You're coming. I would like you to supply that region, please. Kurt Quax Schultz shot down somebody else. Good for them. Goody goody two shoes. You just hold the main front, and I still can't give you paratrooper. It's a sad time. I could try to make you attack towards that way. Oh, great. How lovely. Oh, no, there's a train outside. Always try to wait for that to just go away. Oh. Is that around here? Bam. There we go. Yeah, everybody join up in that general attack plan. You come this way. You guys don't have a lot of supply either. And you don't have a lot of supply. But I think at this point, supply is coming in through here. So try to get some supply to you. Seems good. Get some supply to you. You're low, but who cares? What is this? Empire Japan. See, this was what I was worried about. Empire Japan getting involved. That's why I've been allowing the troops of Indochina to just be chilling over here. Because let's see the situation. Siam is not in the co-prosperity sphere, but Insulindia is. And for the most part, they have pretty good coverage. But I need to pull my navy back. And the navy that I would send would be the one that I have in the Mediterranean theater. Because this one is just not doing a whole lot. Let's, I might need more than that. Let's see this. Union of Britain. Fortress Britain. That's not good for me. That's not good for me at all. You Fortress of Britain. Lovely. Well, we'll need to do that, but we'll try to finish off. What are you? You are still ahead of time for getting landing craft, but that might be good for us anyway. We got Marines we could do. We could get some MPs. We could get austerity trains. We could get, that's more of a tank concern. We could get, ooh, 50% off artillery upgrade. I like that. And you with the tanks, you'll get amphibious drive. Because I want you to have amphibious drive. It'll take 166 days. I want to make some changes to some of my tanks. And, oh, come to think of it, I believe that I just upgraded to, yeah, anti-tank upgrade number 1 with the improved medium cannon. So I think it's finally time to make a proper Panzer IV. Because I have, you know, the Panzer IV OFC, which is this guy. But it's still working on a smaller chassis. Let me just take a second to find something. Need to find where I have the properties of a historical Panzer IV. Panzer IV-A, there it is, the Panzer IV F2 model. Panzer IV F2 was when they finally added the Pak 40, although it's technically not Pak 40, onto the Panzer IV, gave him the upgun 75mm cannon. So, and they also, the Panzer IV F1 is when they increased the size of the chassis by a small amount, which I think is a good enough reason to give it the new chassis model. Yeah, I think this one will do. Going through it. 3-man turret, we got medium armaments, the improved medium cannon. Lovely. Do I have a... I don't think I do have a... Yeah, just gonna have to keep working with the Panzer III model. Oh, it's got the welded armor, it's got the bogies, because it is the Panzer IV. Got an improved radio at this point, I think that's useful. Let's throw on the smoke launchers. Germans love their smoke launchers. And then it's a 6 engine, it was a 300 horsepower engine. Probably a Maybach engine if I wanted to take a guess. And up to 50 millimeters of armor. Yes, that's looking good. So that is 6.5. Speed, reliability is okay, not 100% though. Soft attack, hard attack. I think that's definitely more soft attack than what is currently in the Panzer IV. The reason why the Germans put the improved guns and why they upgunned to begin with is a bit different than in this timeline, because in the original, the real world, the reason was after invading France and after invading the Soviet Union, they kept running into tanks that their Pak 36 just could not handle. The 37mm Pak 36 was just bouncing shells off of the Matilda series of tanks, of the KV-1, off the T-34. It just was not being enough to penetrate, so they had to upgun to the Pak 40. But the Pak 40 was too much of a gun to fit inside of the turret of the Panzer III, so they fit inside of the Panzer IV instead. And so the Panzer III, which was originally the anti-tank tank, and the Panzer IV, which was originally an anti-personnel tank, they switched roles. The Panzer IV became the anti-tank tank with the big Pak 40 gun, long-barreled gun, and the Panzer III was upgunned to a 50mm cannon, 5cm cannon, but still not enough, and it became more and more obsolete as the years went on. Now, this was actually a change that happened in 1941, but you know, we got the tech. Let's just go with it. Panzer IV F2. That's the improved Panzer IV. And I can turn the Panzer IV C. Just turn that off for now. While I'm here, I believe I do have the ability to do some Panzer III. I think it was the Panzer III F model, where they upgunned to a 5cm cannon, which I think for our purposes, let's say this is new. Oh no, you got rid of my design. This is a Panzer III Auf F also. So you were upgunned to the 5mm cannon, because again, they kind of switched roles. The Panzer III became the anti-personnel tank to some extent. At this rate, we've got the 6, we got the 3, yeah, that's pretty good. We might as well give it a better improved radio. This will make us slow down a bit more. It gives us more hard attack, gives us severely less... give us more soft attack, severely less hard attack, and less piercing. But more breakthrough because of that. And a little bit more defense. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's perfectly fine. Save that as new. And turn that off. And another thing that happened around this time, or a little bit later, was that the Stug, as we've talked about, was changed from being an anti-personnel gun into being the anti-tank gun that we know it as. Self-propelled anti-tank gun. But I think for now, we'll just leave it as is. I don't really have much of a need for anti-tank guns, because what are the tanks we're really running into? We got, you know, light tanks. That's all we're running into is a bunch of light tanks that probably don't even have a lot of armor on them. We never really have an issue with penetrating, so we don't need to have that. We just we need artillery pieces more than anything else. So I think that'll be fine. Down here. Oh, right, I completely forgot. I need to get a navy. Now, our considerations here in the Mediterranean, our requirements in the Mediterranean, are very little. We're not really planning on doing more naval invasions. The war here is pretty much stalled out because Portugal has taken Rome, and our troops are just forced to stop. I'm thinking... Now, what are even the naval capabilities of these nations? We have 80% intel. You have 3 battleships. That's it. 3 battleships, the Internationale class, and 4 submarines to your name. That's nothing. You have no navy. Here, you have 1 battle cruiser, 1 battleship, 3 carriers, 6 destroyers, And 1 escort cruiser. That's nothing. You don't even have enough. You got nothing. There's nothing that is going to scare us at all. Like, sure, you got a Bondhild class. Okay, you got some pretty nice modern cruisers, but you got not enough of them. You're gonna need more than that. So really, I could be pulling the North Sea Fleet even. Although I would like to repair it before it goes anywhere. I could definitely be pulling my Mediterranean fleet over, because that was originally the fleet of... Yeah, that was originally the German East Asian fleet to begin with. I think it's... No, I gave it a different name. I definitely would want them over. I could probably leave this force here to protect our concerns in this area. So let's separate you out from the rest. I got a couple more... Yeah, just separate out some of those. You can stay, you can stay. You are scouting for this force, you can stay. You are just there for artillery support. And then this fleet... Maybe these vessels could actually go and join this fleet. You can increase that up a bit. East Asian Theater got pretty much nothing in its current form. You... Autobahn something something. I think this fleet, this flotilla, we'll give him this guy. He'll look after this fleet. Basic battle plan. You know, just be in these areas and do the things. Convoy escort, convoy escort, convoy escort. Exactly. Just do that. Maybe I could send you some of these cruiser submarines that I've been keeping around. No, not convoy raiding. Just patrol. Patrol in these areas, you know. Don't engage. Just chill. I got the Strass. Where did I get these guys from? They're extremely good. They're extremely veteran ships. I'm thinking we could send the North Sea Fleet. I think that the Hoi4 Sea Fleet is good enough to hold this area for now. Especially with the second half of the Hoi4 Sea Fleet right there. I'm thinking this force, go to East Asia, remove all regions, take the fleets with you, go on down to Singapore. I want some more cruiser submarines, perhaps? Because this will be my fighting force to begin with. This fleet under Erich Schrader. I'm kind of thinking that Erich Schrader might be the man for the job. Ground pounder. So we got more of those. We got these guys. These two could probably go and join up with one of these fleets. Maybe even the North Sea Fleet. Two more of those. 60 of those. Seems about right. We're still mining coastal waters, but you... I don't want to... Ludwig von Ruther, I mean, he's a good naval commander. Not as good as Erich Schrader. Erich Schrader is the best we got. And he might be the man that I want to send over there. Because Japan's navy is no joke. Japan's navy is no joke. And if we're going to potentially be at war with them, I need to start getting some knowledge on them. I'm thinking maybe even send this guy over. Because I am concerned about their navy. I don't have any intel about them. Outside of... what, exactly? What do I know about them? Intel, we know that they have a navy somewhere in the order of 200 ships. 4 to 7 battleships. So we're somewhere around 10 battleships and around 4 carriers. Okay. Now, if I were to send... the fleet that I'm currently sending is this fleet, which has 10 and 2, but they're old ships. They're not the best ships that I have to deal with, and I don't know the quality of theirs. Also, my carriers don't have a lot of planes on them to begin with, although these planes are particularly good and terms of quality. So I am seriously considering you hold, stay in harbor. I could send them to repair. Would I want them to... No, I probably want them to repair all at once. Yeah, you stay in harbor. And they are repairing. Let's see that repair queue. It's 11. Most of them will be done within a month. After that, I will send that fleet over to the other force. I could, I suppose, send my Middle African troops over there to help, because that's something I just don't have much of. Because I got, like, Wengjin, that's held by a force. We got garrisons at Weiwei and Qingdao. We got forces at Palau, or Palau. We don't have forces at Caroline Islands. We got one here at Mariana. We got, you know, they just have an inconsistent number of garrisons. And it's mostly garrisons. Like, if we went to war here, I'm not sure what would happen, but there's a good, strong garrison here in Malaya. And you have basically no ships. That's pretty much the situation I left you with. You will be arriving... Does it say when you'll be arriving? Moving to Singapore. That's fine. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Back to it. Back to other things we were talking about. I was planning an invasion this way. You both love your plans. Just execute them. We got air wings with no missions. Oh yeah, because I haven't sent you out to do anything. You're not on mission. I was thinking what I could use these troops for. I'm thinking, Duncan. I'm thinking, if not the East, where else? Middle African troops, you know, we got a large garrison of Middle African troops down here. I'm thinking maybe just disband most of this force. Got Mountaineers here. Askari Mountaineers. I could send them to this front, because I was hoping to, after settling things in Russia, send them away. But yes, I'm thinking Indian theater, African theater, Mediterranean, new theater, Far East, Far Eastern theater. You with your troops, you can just stay there. You keep the cavalry, Mr. Heinrich von Baer. Keep the cavalry, send these guys over. Cavalry will be here if they need to be here. You get your commander. Well, I don't know if it's a Wilhelm von Pressen. Maybe he can just chill. Maybe he can just not do anything like that. I could promote somebody, but unable to promote, need more command power. Jesus, how much command power do you need? Fedor von Bach could be promoted. I could even promote Heinrich von Baer there. General Ritter von Lieb is actually doing considerably good. Where's he? I think he's in this force. Yeah, Ritter von Lieb. He's been in command of the forces here. It makes perfect sense that he would be like that. But let's see, just in terms of generals, I want to sort by total skills. Is there a way to sort by rank? Advisor status? Capacity? Oh, that's unit capacity. By total skills. I think that's the skill count, these things. You already have some doctrine, but for some reason you're just unable to promote. So it's unlikely to use you. Yeah, we got a 5-star general is Witte von Lieb. And then Albert Kesselring, Edward Dietl. Down through the list. And so far the only... Well, okay. He's a rank 3 field marshal. I feel like he should be doing something else. Maybe Rupert von Bern. Maybe you could be pulled off. But, no. Unyielding Defender seems like a good place for you right now. Perhaps, perhaps. But yeah, Far Eastern Theater. I want you on Insulindia. Take Insulindia. Well, this is Borneo in Insulindia, but I want to fulfill our commitment to Insulindia. There. For now, you just won't have anything of importance. Also, I believe Suez has failed. Suez Canal's blocked. Oh, does that mean it's finally open? It is finally open. Ha ha ha. Good. That'll be very useful for us in how we leave. You two are going too. Now you stay with the Mediterranean fleet. You just stay here because I've just been using you guys for. Go ahead and join up with the fleet itself. Because we don't know if we're going to need a gun fleet or what we need exactly. Just go ahead and join up with them. Directly. Ace pilots have been promoted. East Asian Theater. We'll have a couple of these. You could use a couple more, in fact. Boom. And then split. Well, let me make sure you're off. Split. You could use a lot of those. We got quite a few commanders over here. Who are you people? Yeah, nothing of much importance. Nothing of much importance. Keep going. I don't have naval battles. We really won't have a naval force here. This is just sad at this rate. They just keep trying to attack us, and it's not working. Basically siege warfare. And what's happening here? You have stalled out because you don't have enough supply. Oh boy, if only we were attempting to attack a supply station or something to where we would get supply. Go, 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 go. Don't worry about it so much. The attack plans are weird. We're attacking Penza because we want to cut off that pocket. You... Oh, I could attack. I could send you guys to attack. You'll probably go slowly. Something happened. Don't sure what. Penza's been taken. And we'll be able to resupply that soon enough. It'll take 10 days there and 9 days there. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. You there. Some of you attack this way. Because this pocket is now completely cut off. Your force, get back over to here. I want you to attack to Saratov to cut them off. You guys, just for now, hold the Penza area. Keep it open. Keep it clear. Over here, we have taken Vologda, which is good. This is where we needed to take. That is grand. A grand old show. You're doing your best to resupply them, but it's not working enough, huh? Now, at this rate, we've cut them off there. We've cut them off at Kazan. I don't know if they would be able to get supplies in now. I really don't. But we'll just, allow it to happen naturally. You're running into issues. We have pushed way beyond our actual limit. You attack towards the river. Do your best. Do your best at all times. Your forces, you finally made it. I want you to take there. And I want your forces to then go to Moscow. Past Moscow. Because you've got other things to do with your time. Your forces need to get stretched over to at least the river. Your forces need to be stretched over at least to here. And those forces have arrived, so your forces can be pushed up at least to wherever theirs end. I don't know where theirs ends. Just meet up somewhere around here. Everybody can attack. Not sure if you guys have an attack plan yet. Basically just go this general direction. Let's go that way. Let's go that way. Basic battle plan, go that way. You're attacking with your forces, and it's going pretty well. You don't have any great battle plan. We could attack towards Samara, but that would be too far to take. We got the paratroopers up in the north trying to take up the Yaroslav. Yeah, this seems about right. Seems about right. Outdated equipment. Right, I haven't put those to build yet, huh? We got the Panzer IV and the Panzer III. Panzer III, you're now the Panzer III. Oh, did I say Panzer IIF? Oops. Panzer IIIF. Rename. You're the Panzer IIIF. And you are the Panzer IV. You now take precedence. Do I have any... Yeah, I do. Up there, I want to give the Panzer IV an extra factory and take a factory off the Panzer IIIF. That'll do fine, that'll do fine. Go ahead and go again. In here, you know, just keep pushing these guys. They ain't got nothing to work with at this point. Just push them slowly. They will fall eventually. Yeah, you guys ain't got nothing. Ain't got no game. Penza will get supplies soon enough. Oops. How did you get so far ahead of the rest? When did that happen? Did I click you to go there? What happened? How did you get there? I mean, it still cuts off the river, but still. What happened? Zadistin is very close to our front lines now. They should hopefully start feeling some effects. Yeah, I'm not really seeing the effects just yet, but I'm sure that something is happening somewhere. You're taking towards Yaroslav. That's right, you don't have a mission anymore. I guess I would not send you all the way to Yvik, but I guess it's take that way. I need you guys to just cut off this army at the river, and all the troops that are in this salient will be cut off. Over here, the troops are chilling. We just have just these troops left over. Well, you'll be our defensive line in case something happens, but not really. I don't expect that to happen. Far East, you guys are still well on your way. You have arrived. Lovely. So then, it's the Straits of Malacca. Here, investment in Egypt. Really, we just need all of this area covered, like to an absurd degree. You need to be on strike force. All of these forces need to be on patrol missions. You with your force need to be on engage at low risk. Indeed, engage at low risk. Your force, you are still repairing the Heimdall and the Fritzhof. Don't worry about it then. Over here, it's still very much, you know, a couple of divisions to just take these guys up. They ain't got no game. Got no games on their phones. Don't know how we ended up here. Oh, we did take Saratov. You take that way then. Don't go that way, go that way. Go ahead and build us up some space. Block has been taken. Fortify the Rhineland was what I was working on for some reason. Synthetic rubber might be important. No, here, secure the lines to Singapore. That seems like something topical if we are about to be attacked. I don't know why the Japanese need us to attack. Need to attack us when they have all of Insulindia at their disposal. But that's the Japanese for you. And enough is never enough. Over here, Yaroslav is about to fall. We got a couple of infantry and Fallschirmjäger taking Yaroslav, and now everything else is just cake. All of this area will definitely fall. You troops not having fun times. Go ahead and come back to here. Western Steppe, they're actually being able to fight against us. And we are bombing their logistics in this area. Don't know how much the Russians actually have to hold us back with. They had 50% to capitulation. Over here in the east, they pushed pretty far. They took to Rockvolo, but this is so far away from any supply, there's no way they're going to be able to do anything with that. Transamore. I feel like the Transamore situation is just one that is untenable. As for us, let's double check that we don't have, you know, planes that might need something. You come to the Rhineland, just, we need to start getting planes ready for an eventual, taken to the streets, I guess you could say. You get ready, because at the moment I got 200 here, I got 50 here, I need over 500 to get air superiority over that region, but I think it's more like probably 1,000, really. You just keep attacking that way. Bulgaria has joined the Donjera Eriabund. I mean, okay. I really would have preferred if you joined me, but at least you're not an enemy. He's my enemy. Empire of Japan is justifying on us. Good, good. I thought that was the Donjera Eriabund attacking us for a second. I got scared. Because if there's one thing I do not have, it is a battle plan against them. You just start pushing this way. Not even sure whose army that is. It's yours. Start smacking them. Start smacking them. They got some supplies somehow. But, oh, and you're just going to abandon your own lines. Oh, joy. Oh, to joy. Now, this force, yeah, at this rate, is this kind of a race towards taking territory? Okay, let's do a similar situation. Battle plan, take Yavatka, just long-range cavalry charge, and by that I mean literally just go over there and take it. Over here, 18 divisions are being stuck into this one province. No, don't do that. I want you to instead take up the line from here on over. Basic battle plan, go up to there. Do that. Your forces need to be the ones that take out these guys, because it's very possible, if not even probable, that the AI just does not know how to handle this, because they are sending troops to anywhere and nowhere. Business occupation in Amsterdam. What else is new? You still, I'm repairing the Fritzenhof. After that, I'll send you over. Oh, and you're still repairing a few more vessels. Actually, it's every vessel that is still being repaired. Finished. It'll take up to a month. Okay, yeah. That's pretty important to get those done then. Because if it's 70 days, you just keep wearing away at these guys. You, Saratov is, oh, I see. It hasn't been supplied yet. Because time moves so slowly. And your forces, you're not moving anywhere yet. I guess, yeah, just go over to here. You might as well try. From here, they got nothing. They got nothing. They ain't got no game. They ain't got no game. Really like the fall of Madrid. Oh, Carlos Spain is going to win out in the end. That's sad. Spain is still in pain. Down here, are they able to mount a resistance? No, not really. My ships always manage to get in on time, although we have very little screening. Even, oh, it's because the French have so bad screening. It's not my fleet. It's not my fleet, I swear. This little pocket, you're kind of holding up a large portion of my army. Just go away. I would like to see what happens at the end of that. Most recent battle, 84,000 enemy casualties. Lovely. Lovely. Spread them back out. We got a Roslav pocket. We got pockets here and there. Rezhev pocket, I guess we could call this, because that's the last major battle plan here. We got Veliki Luki. Oh, the Empire of Japan targets the legation territories. News from Shanghai in the past few days. Well, actually, let's just look at the world situation. They're fighting against the Northern Zhili clique, which has most of this territory. It's pretty good. It's a pretty, like, fair fight, to be honest. well, the Coast Prosperity Sphere has all that territory. And where our troops have not yet arrived. They are just about there. Okay, considering all that. News from Shanghai in the last few days have taken an increasingly worrisome tone. The threat of war seemed to loom over the Bund. The Empire of Japan's stance towards settlement is seemingly a reversal of their position a mere 10 years ago, and they condemn the legation's existence as a blatant Western imperialism, while reports indicate that the Imperial Japanese Navy is being prepared to take the mandate's capital. All of the other signs seem to confirm that Japan is preparing for war, but with the international situation tense, the legation cities far from our nation, and a powerful navy backing Japan's actions, many within our government believe aiding the cities is a lost cause. Of course not. We will defend the city, our interests. Because I think it's reasonably fair to say that with the Geely clique on our side, as the manpower of the fight, and with our navy now in preparation, now in the area, you take higher precedence over that theater. I think it's relatively fair to say that we could probably win that fight. Now there's the Philippines, which is an issue. There's obviously Insel India, which is an issue, but I think we can do that. Free military factories, what can I spend it on? I need more artillery pieces. That is something I absolutely need. Everything else is kind of secondary. Okay, there they go. And we will accept this call to arms. Hopefully things go well for us. And that means that we are now at war with Japan. And let's just go ahead and call in all the boys. Call all. Now, in this situation, what do we got? What do we got? 48,000 casualties inflicted by China, which has suffered considerably less. Oh my god. That's not usually the situation. We have way more than them in terms of many things. Now, you are not an ally yet. Philippines have joined in, obviously. You guys need to get there ASAP. I think when Insel India comes in. And of course, they're welcome to join the Reichspakt. Now they got good positions here. Ningbo is going to fall. That is just the situation. There is no defending that. That's just how it is. Here, the garrison here, the Schutztruppen, could possibly take that, but that's a strong unit. I don't think that's going to happen. Now, I'd be interested in asking for docking rights, negotiate non-aggression pact, negotiate licenses, send an attaché. I'll start with a non-aggression pact. An attaché might be nice, though. Might be nice just so I can see what you're doing. More or less. Over here. Hey, you did take Yavatka. Nice. Did not take the whole route, though. Which means that we have some issues with supply. But you took Yavatka. This is pretty much what we wanted. Get that all up into the situation. Qing government has accepted a non-aggression pact. That's good. Yeah, Ningbo's gonna fall. Shanghai should hold out reasonably well with this situation. You got convoy escorts. Hey, what's up with... Did I put the wrong navy in charge? No, they got patrol fleets. Maybe it's just too far away. Got you on strike force. Oh, you're repairing. You're repairing. You're repairing. Yeah, this is not the time to repair. Cancel this repair task. Which is not the same as saying never repair at all. It is just, you know, have some tact, damn it. So they have 165 vessels in all these seas. Pretty much what I figured they would have. You, what are you doing? This fleet has been almost entirely repaired except for a single destroyer, which should be repaired pretty soon. Eastern Seas War. I need this fleet up and running ASAP. Now in here, so that was... Oh yeah, landing craft. Landing craft is important for a few different reasons. In here, I'm thinking maybe we could get some armor-capped shells researched to help this war. There's a train outside my house again. I want this to go a bit faster, so that hopefully this one ship can just repair already. Yeah, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. I want you to join this fleet. I want you to... Hello, train. I want you to come out there. We got an invasion in Sumatra. Choo-choo, indeed. Choo-choo, indeed. Jesus! Why so loud? Why always so loud? Ningbo is gonna have issues. A lot of our positions are. Tianjin, though, is actually fighting back. I like that. You ask for military access. I would like that, please. Military access between our two factions, if you wouldn't mind. You just go ahead and take all the way to Samara. We can take a doctrine. Asian cities join Middle Europa. Oh yeah, our economic bloc. That makes sense. Let's go ahead and keep going through. We got air wings with no missions, with no game. That's just gonna happen. I don't have a lot of fighters that I can spare over there, but I don't think I need to. I think that the forces we have over there are probably fine. I will get 50 of you training, just to get that ready. Those are strategic bombers. I want 50 fighters, 60 fighters. 60, but then set it to 100 anyway. Want you training up. The war with Russia is coming to a close, at least I hope it will, relatively soon. They got... I'm not sure how they're getting supplied at this rate. Maybe they're getting supplies through the Caspian Sea and they can get it like through here up to the Caspian. I'm not sure about that. I know that we have cut off their trade to Saratov. We've cut off their trade to Yavatka. This big old pocket still needs to be resolved, but we're going to work on that slowly. Gonna make sure that we just wrap this pocket up in a big old bow. Past that, you have floating harbors. Gonna put that relatively high up on the list. I want 10 of them for the invasion of Britain. There you go, have fun with that. Air wings with no missions, still the same. Now we have to fight Japan. But the Japanese war shouldn't be... It shouldn't be that bad. You guys are already here. So I'm thinking you go ahead and land on Sumatra. First and foremost, get involved in this fight. In here. You guys are just focused on looking after the strait. You've been there for a long time. You're now coming with the Weser, the Warnow, the Donau, and the Oder. The Admarscheer and the Kaiser Wilhelm will be coming out together. These two fleets will be very powerful in these seas, I'm thinking. Oops, sent that one to the wrong area. No, do a patrol. Gonna be a while until I'll be able to force project over to there. We got some air bases we could potentially use in Hong Kong and other places. You know what? I don't think I've been naval bombing very much in a lot of these locations for quite some time. And you've been port striking? There's not even ports to strike over here. I think that's one thing I can bring over, is just start port striking as much as I can. No, port striking. Why do I keep saying that? My naval bomber fleet hasn't been able to do a whole lot as of late. I'll bring them over to go and look after the seas. You're a very effective fighter. I'll bring you over. You don't have an ace though. We got some of them building up. You guys is just going to have to keep up your bombing strikes. Yeah, everything else is just going to stay the same. Going to keep these fleets up and running. You're literally on fire. You should go repair. You are actually just on fire. Just chill out, man. Chill out. It'll be mostly this fleet in this area now. A couple of ships, and then this guy. Sorry if everything's a bit disjointed. You're having some fun over in the Mediterranean region. You are literally on fire as well. What is with these ships and being on fire and they're just okay with that? What is wrong with you people? Any other bombing forces I could potentially get together? I got a lot of naval bombers just in backstock. I have almost 50 strategic bombers, so I could get 40 of those exercising up. I could make a force out of naval bombers. I could. I got this guy. He's not doing anything. I could bring one of you over. Oh, probably shouldn't bring you out from here, though, because we still have not even attempted to fight for air superiority in this region. My hope still is you with your force. I want you to take Zadistin, even though I know it's going to be not the easiest task. I want you to take it. I want you just to take it. Just, do it. Just do the thing I told you to. Your force, go ahead and push down through there. Is that the right force? Put you there. You attacking along that way seems about right. Disband. What? Which army is this? Oh, that's that army. There is no army group here. Ooh, I should probably deal with that. Probably should deal with that. You go there, you go this way. We pull back a bit. This force is now pushing on. This force needs to just wait until you get some supply in. It's going to take a while. This force needs to deal with this army. Eventually now, we need to push up towards Archangelisk. Even though nobody likes that mission. Nobody likes being here. Down here, Zadistin. Let's go. Zadistin has fallen to our forces. Pretty good there. Down here, the forces are starting to land, but not really. Do we have any? Ooh, here we go. A naval engagement against a Russian fleet in the Great Eastern War. Legation Cities wants to call people into a war. Oh no, I think they wanted to join a war. They were with no missions. Everyone's with no game. I'm concerned about those fleets, but I can't really help it. There is the majority of their navy. They got a lot of ships, and they got more ships than us. More screens than us. Well, you guys are coming, but you're through the Mediterranean right now. You just do your best. I think that was one of my cruiser submarines that got engaged in this fight. Ah, that's why. You need to be on do not engage rules. If you're on anything else, you might engage. And you'll die, because a single sub is not going to be able to hold out. And this... yeah. So their fleets, I actually don't like how we stack up against their fleets. At least with this force. Once the other force comes in, it'll be a different situation. But at the moment, I do not like it. So you attack that way, you attack that way. Let's go ahead and bring in Wilhelm. Let's go ahead. I ain't got much of a problem against it. Over here, Zadistin has fallen. For the love of God, Russia, just give up. What do you have to gain anymore? Do you think I'm going to die in the winter or something? Do you think I'm just going to give up? In fact, let's just go ahead and make a wild charge up the road. Yeah, just kind of the same thing we have been doing. Just straight up. I don't think there's anyone to stop me. Straight up through their forces. Can't get any closer with those troops. You kind of do want to get you a bit closer. There's not a whole lot of fighting happening here anymore. Your force should definitely be supplying the Trans-Volga and this great charge along the way. You into Iversk, the Parm, and then we can move on to Ekaterinburg. This is an economic. It's not 1941 yet. Can you get better radios? Because just so ahead of time on radios. You're chilling, and you're going after some of their smaller fleets. Okay, that works. Our main fleet is almost in the area. Once that's there, I think we can start letting loose. Until that's there, I'm kind of worried about it. And here, now with your forces, I want you to take the Astrakhan. With your forces, you have not taken Samara yet. You still need to take Samara. Your forces, you need to take Samara. Double check that we're not being invaded somehow. With Perm falling, that'll be... I have no idea where they would fall back to. You stay on to Arctic Angelisk. Yeah, go ahead and make sure we absolutely destroy them. The Rezhev pocket is just sort of here. The Roslov pocket. Have they been able to push further? Polotsk? No, that's just where they were. You straight on to Ekaterinburg. Cross the... Yeah, go ahead. Cross those mountains before they can set up a defensive position there. You're taking to Perlusk, Saratov. I'm just interested in pushing forward now. God, there's no supply anywhere. My troops do not want to move forward. There's no supply. Oh, that's so sad. Somehow this force has been bunched up here. Something more like this. With an attack plan here. I want to take this force out now. Over here, my navy should have arrived by now. Just take it. Take it. Click it or ticket. Where's my navy? There it is. He's here. He's here to fight. He's here to strike force. Let's go on medium battle capabilities. Took out a force there. Took out a force there. We suffered a loss here. It's a minor loss. Where are you anyway? You are currently returning home to base. Nice. The main fleet will be able to do some damage. Did some damage. Here. We're finally going fast, but unfortunately, it's almost the end of the episode. It's almost an hour in. I just really, really want to break Russia. More than anything else, I just want to break Russia. Astrakhan, as soon as we take Astrakhan, this will be another pocket. A pocket inside of a pocket. Hey, yo, dog, I heard you like pockets. So I put a pocket inside of a pocket. You just come up to there. And here, this is Air Force tech. We could use some better strategic bombers, and we just happen to have some strategic bombers. What a coinkydink. Some better bombers. Some Bofors. Some bombers. You just keep going. You just keep going. What defensive line do you even have anymore? Ekaterinburg is on our chopping block. Secure the lines there. No, Norway hasn't surrendered. For the love of God, just surrender. Just give up. Everybody says, oh, don't give up, don't give up. No, just give up. Just give up. You should kill yourself now. Samara actually held out simply because we didn't got no attack plan there. Something, something, something with the Ottoman Empire. Are you finally at peace? No. You got one more thing to take out. In here, we expand Singapore Harbor. It's pretty important at this rate because the Far Eastern Seas War. Ningbo did fall. Shanghai, you got troops there. I don't know why you're pulling them out. Tianjin did pretty good there. I would give you battle plans, but I don't think it's a good idea. Let's look at Navy stuff. Navies are actually taking up... Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Even though we have fewer ships in the region, that's pretty good. I like that. Just keep it up. You and you. I will accept your peace deals. Let's take Ekaterinburg. And now where's your capital? Now your capital is Kazan, which happens to be on our chopping block anyway. Just give up. Just give up. Oh my god! This Chinese woman goes hard. So you look after them, because I guess you can. So many nations. So many dialects of Chinese. Yeah, you guys just come down here and we'll push our way down to Batavia. I know Batavian front. Sometimes I hate this game. You're going out before you, which I find kind of weird. Because you are actually a better fleet. But you're intercepting the third Kitai, which is this fleet here. And now you're not. We'll go on to medium attack plans. Our ships are being intercepted? Yes, they are. Our ships are being intercepted. They're landing troops everywhere. It's a big old mess. But we'll fight our way through it. Back on to over here. Ekaterinburg has fallen. Now what? Well, what do you have left, Russia? What do you have left? Whatever it is, I'll just go take it. Okay? Deal? Whatever you have left, I'll just go send a cavalry division there and make you cry about it. I'm tired of your resistance. Your resistance is futile. I have horses. You have a map, I have horses. Let's go and take everything you can. That's not nailed down. You, another pocket is formed. Attack that way. You... Really, it's kind of a situation of I want to get involved in Central Asia? Not really. I don't really want to do that. We got these pockets that still need to be destroyed. The Rezhev pocket, the Toropets pocket. They just got a pocket up here. It's a regular poly pocket. Can't go that way anyway. It's Karalia, Murmansk. Anything up here that can be taken? Everything has fallen, ironically enough, to Kazan. I guess Kazan is a resistance point. But is it though? Like, is it though? Is Kazan where the war will end? Is this pocket down here where the war will end? Where will the war end? Man, it's funny that Alista was actually once their farthest push. This did not end well for you, did it? This did not end how you thought it would. You attack that way. I'm not even sure where you are or what you're fighting over. Oh yeah, you're still fighting over Samara. Because you ain't got any equipment. Any supply, I should say. In here, you should probably come down there and supply Samara. Have we lost any battles, any sea battles? I'm concerned about the possibility of sea battles. You are intercepting this fleet here. By the time you get there, you don't really. Ah, there you go. You intercept their fleet. See, this is a pretty good example of screening. And the importance of having a lot of ships to blast their screens away. Because now they are actually, let's see, heavy guns. We outgun them in heavy guns. We outgun them in, they outgun us in light guns. They have more screens at this point. They have significantly better carriers, but I'm not sure if that's enough to really win them the fight. Oh my god. And here comes our second fleet. Oh my god. Eastern Seas War indeed. With that, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.